Hi, today I'm going to discuss a very important, command called chmod. It's known as change mode actually. So if you want to check about change mode, as usual, you can type man chmod. Of course, it helps to change the permission of a file, all right? And this is quite often used by users and administrators to give permissions to files and directories. Now let me just create a simple file by using a cat. Perhaps I can just file one. All right. Okay, this is a test file. All right. Okay, Control C. So I'm also going to create the another file called file2. All right. This is file2. Okay, Control C. So now you can see there are two files, right? So today we're going to look at these permissions. All right, how to enable or disable permissions, or how to give or how to remove permissions, right? So I'm going to clear it. Oops, sorry. Yeah, clear it. ls minus l. Okay, in case I want to remove all the permissions, all right, for a particular file one, so I can use let's say change mode. U belongs to user, G belongs to group, O belongs to others, minus RWX. So that means I'm removing all the rights, and the file name is file1. Okay, let's see the effect of that. Yes, you can see now everything is gone. All right. Now, if you want to put back, you can, yeah, UGO, user group others plus RW, and then the name of the file. But if you look at the effect of that, basically you're giving read rights for all the level of users, right? The type of users, which is quite dangerous. All right. So normally, we don't give write access to group and also others. So we should remove that. So how to remove change mode? Group others minus W, all right, and then the file name. All right. So now let's look at it. Yeah, there you go. Back to normal. Okay, so let's say if you want to remove completely read permission for the file one, okay, you can do change mode, group others minus R, and then the file one, right? Name of the file name. Okay, file one. Yeah, there you go. It's gone now. So only the user has the read and write access. Okay. Right. So let's say you have another file, for example, file 3. So I'm going to key in as this is just file 3 for testing, right? So you have now 3 files. So sometimes as an administrator, we don't go individually file by file. We might want to do it across all the files in that particular folder. So in that case, what we do, change mode. Okay, I want to remove read permission for group and others, all the files in the default directory. So what we do, right, group others minus RWX. So in case there are files with write and execute permissions, so basically you're trying to remove all. But what are the file names? So instead of mentioning one by one, you can use wildcard character asterisk that refers to all the files. Okay, so with that, if you see the effect, there you go. You see all the files are affected by this permission, right? So take note, perhaps in your assignments, you will have to do this to make sure that only the user has the rights. In case you share your system with your friends, you don't give permissions to group and others, just for security reason. But of course, in class we also talked about encrypt and decrypt. It's always better to encrypt a particular file, and so you keep the passphrase. So it's always the best way of maintaining security for your assignments, right? Okay, just clear it. Okay, let's move on again. I hope you can understand the way of changing the permissions. But okay, this is called as a non-octal method, right? This is a non-octal method. So there's a method octal. Octal is views number, okay, that is from 0 to 7, right? Octal. Let me get it right. Octal, yeah, right. So now, same thing. I'm going to do it now in octal. So let's say change mode. If I give 700, okay, 7 is actually full rights, okay. So let me just give you, let me take up, a particular file name, right? Okay, now let me explain here. Read, the octal value of read is 4, write is 2, execute, right, is 1. So basically we will sum up. If it is 7 means it full permissions, right? The total is 7, right? So that means it's full permission. Yeah, if you just use 6 is actually 4 plus 2, so that means you're giving only read and write permissions. So let's say if you give 1, you are just giving execute permission, right? So you have to be very careful. Don't just give 7 for all, right? Okay, let me just Control O, save it, and Control X, right? So now let's look at 700 here for the file name 1. Look at the impact. There you go. 7 is actually full permission for user, right? To change mode. So this 7 is actually user. The second 0 belongs to group, and the third one belongs to public internet, right? So let's say in case you change 770, all right. Well, if it is 777, which is really dangerous one, because they can do everything, for that particular file. So don't ever do this. So it's always like 644 is fine. 644. If you notice, 6 is read and write for user, right? 6 is read and write for user. This is only read for group, and this is read for others. So let's see the impact. Yep, it's working. So if you want to do this across for all files, you can also do this 644 and all the files in the default folder. Yeah, let's check it out. Yep, it's working. All right, it's working. So keep practicing this. This is very important. Definitely you will have questions in exam about change mode. You have to know both octal and non-octal method. All right. So we will look at further commands in future videos. So keep watching. All right. Bye.